Hello, boys and girls out there in YouTube land. This is You Too Young for This. And I bring you a special, yay! A thank you for 150 subs. I've actually been at 150 subs for about a week or so now. There's a few reasons why I haven't been getting around to making this special. But, yeah, busy and stuff, and also YouTube being a complete dick about my subscriber count. Every so often, I don't know if it's YouTube or if one of my subscribers either unsubscribes and then resubscribes to me a couple weeks later or what, because, well, ever since my sub count has gotten to like 120, there's like this one, like, I'll give you an example. Back when I was at 127, it'd be at 127 for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to 126, which I'm like, okay, somebody unsubscribed from me. But then I'd get new sub notifications saying, oh, so-and-so is up to you. And so I'd keep track of that, and with my sub stuff, got up to like 129. And then all of a sudden, it jumped to 130, and I didn't get a notification. So I'm just like, I can't thank people without a notification. Oh well, whatever. YouTube may have forgotten. Anyway, a couple weeks go by. Get up to 132 with notifications or whatever, and then I drop down to 131. Oh, somebody unsubbed from me again. Whatever. You know, if you guys want to unsub, I ain't gonna hold it against you. What I want you guys to have is a sense of fun, good times. And I'm having fun doing these Let's Plays, and so I think you guys should have fun watching them as well. If you don't, whatever, I'm not going to take it personally. But anyways, so enough about that, and what this special is going to be is it's going to be a insight into the personality, the psyche of who is You Too Young for This. What goes on inside U2's mind when it concerns all this YouTube's shenanigans. Basically, I was thinking of doing like a Q&A thing for you guys, but I don't want to do it right now. So, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I might do a Q&A later on, you know, whenever I feel like it. But as of right now, I'm just going to sit here and talk about stuff that I've been thinking about recently. And so, the first thing that came to mind is, why did I start doing Let's Plays in the first place? Yeah, I got introduced to Let's Plays by a YouTuber by the screen name of Lucky Star 050. And the reason why it was him and not somebody like Chugga Conroy or Josh Jepson or Nintendo Capri Sun or, you know, any of the giants, it was some small LPer that nobody knew. And the reason being is because it was a couple years ago, and I had just beaten Tales of Symphonia for like the third time, and I'm just like, you know, I love Tales of Symphonia. I love the battle system, but there was no other RPGs out there that I knew of that had the battle system like Tales of Symphonia. And I knew Tales of Symphonia was part of a series, and so I went and decided to look out what different games were in the Tales series. And I came across this one, Tales of Destiny 2. So I decided to look into it to see what was going on, because I had played Tales of Destiny when I was a kid. I'm like, there's a sequel to it? And we got looking into it and like, no, this isn't a sequel. This is a brand new game. Why did they call it Tales of Destiny 2? So I looked it up on YouTube, a little bit of gameplay footage and whatnot. Because I usually do that when I look into new games. And instead of seeing cutscenes or gameplay in the first couple of spots, I see this Let's Play Tales of Eternia. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's something about a game that I'm trying to look into. And so I click on it, and it's Lucky Star, and he's doing his Let's Play, and I'm like, this is really interesting. I have never ever seen somebody do gameplay with this type of commentary over it. It's, you know, he's adding another dimension to the game. And so I got intrigued, and I wanted to see if there were any other people who had done this sort of thing. So I went out there, and then I started finding people like Nintendo Capri Sun and that whole crowd. Anyway, a few years went by, and I'm like, you know, I want to do a Let's Play. So the first Let's Play I did was Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. Now, the reason why I chose that game over all the other games I have, I'll let you in on a little secret. I hate Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings with a passion. It is like my least favorite video game that I own. Not because of the story. The story is great. I love the story of the Staff of Kings. It's just the control mechanics and very, very sluggish, and it's very rage-inducing. Unless you know what you're doing. But, you know, the first time I played it, it took me God knows how long in order to beat the game. So I was out of my mind to do it, and the reason being is because the reason why I did it is because nobody had completed a Let's Play of it before. So as far as I know, I was the first one who has completed a Let's Play of Staff of Kings. So, and I thought it was pretty good. And the reason why another reason why I did it is so that I can generate views and see if I could get subs. So my mentality was, back then anyway, it was subs and views and numbers and crap and shit like that. My next LP after that, and you know, this was going on through my head for like the next 2 LPs I had. Through Star Wars The Force Unleashed and through Tales of Symphonia. Which, you know, kind of a little bit into Tales of Symphonia, I caught up with a group called the Lost LPs, looked down it and saw that they were trying to get lesser known LPers known. Previous to finding the Lost LPs, I got caught up into a sub for sub thing. And so I did that, and I got my first 30 subs from this. But 10 of those subs unsubscribed from me for various reasons. I don't know why, but either their channel got pulled down because of the sub for sub thing, because sub for sub is actually frowned upon in the YouTube community. I did not know that back then. I was, how you could say, ignorant. And so, yeah, and that's why when I did my 75 sub special, to everybody out there, it was 75 subs, but to me, that was my marker for getting 50 subs, because 20 of those subs, 25, somewhere around in there, aren't really subs that I earned myself. And I admit that. So, yeah. So actually, as far as I stand now, I'm actually 130 subs in my book, but YouTube says 150. So I have earned 130 subs legitimately. So that's cool in my book, and I've actually gotten those subs. What am I saying? I've gotten more subs than I thought I would be able to get, and it's thanks to channels like, you know, the Lost LPs and LPers World and LPers Realm and community channels that basically brings LPers together, introduces them to each other, and so that they can start a dialogue between each other. And that's also another thing that I never thought I would be doing, is talking to other LPers. I didn't think that happened at all. And so I'm surprised that I can actually talk to these guys and ask them questions and interact and talk to them about video games, see what our similarities are, to see what our differences are, and it's quite cool. I like doing it. So around that time I found the Lost LPs, I kind of had my mentality changed from views and subs to just go out and have fun with what you're doing. Just because a game hasn't been LP'd, there's certain games out there that should not be LP'd. I'm just saying that should not be Let's Played of. Not that it can, but it shouldn't. And I'm not going to name off those games and, you know, whatever. It also brings me to, I don't know. Anyway, scratch that. So I changed my mentality when I started my Batman LP. My Batman LP is basically when I change my commentary style to more something that I would do. I'd choose games that I like, even though they've probably been LP'd before. Something. Future LPers out there, or people who are thinking of doing LPs, or people, even if you have done LPs, guys, even if you are currently doing LPs, do something that you like. Do something that is fun for you. If you do, you're going to have good commentary. It's going to flow naturally. You know, if you don't like first-person shooters or third-person shooters, don't do that. You know, if you don't like RPGs, don't do RPGs. Which is another point. RPGs are actually really, really difficult to LP. I'm finding that out with, well, I found that out with Tales of Symphonia. I'm, right now, with Tales of Eternia, I'm actually approaching that differently than I did with Tales of Symphonia. And I think it's turning out a lot better than my Tales of Symphonia LP. Which none of you guys will be able to find at this point, because I took it down and basically scrapped it because I didn't like it, didn't like how I was doing it, and I might revisit it in the future. There's no guarantee. I'm just gonna do games that I feel like doing from here on out, basically. I've gotten a couple requests, and some of those requests are good, and some of those requests is just like keep on getting requests for, well, games that I don't have any interest in. If I don't have an interest in the game, I'm not gonna let's play it. I'm not gonna do anything with it. And so, but yeah, that's basically my thoughts on the whole thing of my YouTube channel. There have also been a few things that I've found that are, not, that are basically destructive. It's destructive behavior on YouTube. And yes, I understand that most of my viewers and most of the people that I watch, not all of them, but most of them are still in junior high school and high school. And in that age group where hormones are raging and you gotta start a fight or, argumentative, which, yes, there are times where I myself feel like arguing, feel like fighting, but I do it more with prudence, basically. If somebody slanders me, it's just like, okay, you're a friggin' idiot, I'm just gonna ignore it, type of thing. And I've had those comments where it's just like, oh, you're horrible, or oh, you're this, that, and the other, and you shouldn't be riding on the coattails of the great people. Okay, that's your opinion. I respect your opinion. You only need to say it once and be quiet about it. I hear you. I read comments. I read my personal messages. I try to reply to stuff. Sometimes I can't. I'm actually very, very busy, so I have real life stuff. So, which I hope most of you, if not all of you, kind of value your real life stuff over YouTube, internet, video games, and whatnot. So, and the thing is, why do we do destructive stuff? Why? It's just everybody here on YouTube that I've seen, with the exception of a few, there are a few rare exceptions that I admit, but we're all here to have fun. I'm doing it for fun. There's my friends that I talk to via Skype that I've met on YouTube do it for fun. And so what? So what if you don't like a certain LPer? If you don't like them, don't watch them. Don't follow them. Don't worry about it. Just think about stuff that you can control. Like for me, I think about what I can do to my channel. What can I make better? What can I do to bring stuff into the LPing community that, nobody has thought of before? What can I bring that's fun? What can I do? What games are fun to me that I can bring to life for other people? So, yeah, I hope you guys like my ramblings there for the past 20 minutes or so. But I kind of feel like it needs to be said. I've said it before. I've said stuff like this before in my Let's Plays, but not everybody watches series in my Let's Plays or series of games that I play, and I kind of feel like I need to put this in a spot where it's not in an LP, where people can come and peer in and see what U2 is like. See what You Too Young for This thinks, what his psyche is all about. And there's a whole lot more that I can say, but I think I've rambled on for a little bit long, and so I'm just gonna end it right here. See what you guys think about it. And just remember, guys, we're all here to have fun. Don't worry about other things that happen that you can't control. So what if another LPer has more subs than you and they've only been out on the YouTubes for only 6 months? Or if you're an LPer starting out and you only have a handful of subs, or even if you have 0 subs, you're just like, where do I start? Get involved. Start talking to Let's Players. Hell, I like getting personal messages. I like getting questions. You know, there's a couple of questions, repeat questions that I have, and I might make a video for them in the future. But until then, I'm just gonna send out PMs back saying, here, this is what I do. This is how I record, or this is why I did this in my Let's Play, or stuff like that. I'm sure there's other LPers out there that wouldn't mind hearing from you. You know. But I have rambled on for long enough. It's time for me to actually go to bed. So, because I'm actually tired and I need to get up early tomorrow morning. Yay! But, guys, thank you again for the 150 subs. I hope I get more. I ain't gonna be heartbroken if I stop right here with 150 subscribers. All you are really great, awesome sauce. Good comments, good times, great oldies. Anyway, this is You Too Young for This, signing off, saying keep things frosty.